I think we're witnessing right now the greatest home run hitter in the history of baseball. And I understand there's going to be some old heads out there that are freaking out thinking about Barry Bonds. Don't get me wrong. This is nothing against Barry Bonds. This is nothing against Hank Aaron. This is nothing against any of those guys. But what we're watching right now from Aaron Judge is freaking historic. It is blowing people away. It's like every other day you're seeing a new record come out from Aaron Judge. And just the other day, he hit his 300th home run of his MLB career. Talk to me about the 1.174 OPS right now,
right.
Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously very exciting. I think Aaron Judge is an absolute beast. Now, would I say he's the greatest home run hitter of all time? I would probably say he's up there. I wouldn't say he is the greatest home run hitter of all time, because of the unfortunate facts that he missed a lot of time. He was a late bloomer. And of the guys who were there, he's one of the, you could say he's the fastest and most compact home run hitter of all time, where he's gotten all these home runs in this shorter amount of time. Yes, absolutely. But he probably won't go down as the greatest just because of those other things like the injuries and the late timing. He's 32 years old. He's one of the older guys on this list that reached that milestone. And all the other guys on that top list too, like they aren't the greatest home run hitters of all time. They're just the fastest, right?
Well, let me just paint the picture for everybody and just evaluate exactly how quickly he has done this. So the second fastest player of all time now is Ralph Kiner. He's a Hall of Famer, and he hit 300 home runs in 1,087 games. 1,087 games, that's really good. That means like almost a third of the time, third of your games, you're hitting a home run. Aaron Judge did it in 955. And to put that in perspective, that is 132 games faster than Ralph Kiner. He did it without steroids. He did it where in seasons where offense is down, and he did it with almost an entire season of baseball, between him and the second best guy. So that's where I'm coming from when I say that we are looking at, in my opinion, arguably the greatest home run hitter of all time, because he's done it quicker than everybody else. He's got the American League record now for home runs. He's going to hit well over 50 again this year. Could even get to 60. Yes, I don't think that he's going to hit the most home runs of all time. Yeah. Like, I don't think he's going to get up there in the 700s or anything like that. He's not going to hit the most, but I don't think that means that he's not the greatest.
I hear what you're saying. I think we also got a long career to go through. I mean, I'm looking at, I'm seeing this article right here where it's talking about, can he hit the next milestone, which is the 500 home run club, which is like elite category, right? And looking at the 500 club, like, yeah, he's going to be 33 next year. Obviously, he's got a few more home runs to hit this year. He's going to be 33 next year when he hits it. That is the disadvantage, because of the members who have hit the 500 home run club, the oldest debuts of those members, like their major league debuts, were Mike Schmidt, Mark McGwire, Banks, Frank Thomas, and Palomero, who were 22 years old, and one was 21, whereas Aaron Judge was 24, right? And the average median age of that 500 home run club was their average debuts were all 20 years old. So Judge is at a bit of a disadvantage in that regards. And so for me, it's like, it's still going to be tough to even get there. And, from the ages of 33 to 39, the guys who have hit the most from ages 33 to 39, post Barry Bonds era, post steroids and all that, was Nelson Cruz, David Ortiz, and Jim Thome. Nelson Cruz hit 260. So if his body can withstand the test of time, he can add in, let's say he goes 300. Well, there you go, 600 home runs. I think it's like a very good milestone and an objective for Aaron Judge could do. If he could do that in the time frame of the disadvantages he's had by getting called up later, then damn, you do got a really good argument.
Yeah, he's still got a ways to go to get on some of those all-time lists, but the efficiency from him in hitting bombs is clearly unparalleled. And I guess what is the math there to get to 500? He's at 300 right now. He's 33 years old. I mean, 200 more to go. It's obviously going to be very difficult for him to get to that point, because you're probably going to need at least another 50 bomb in there, maybe even two of them, and then multiple, 30 plus home run seasons on top of that, right? So you got to go for at minimum 5 more years of elite production,
Yeah.
which is going to bring him, to 38 years old or whatever that is. So he's still got a ways to go to get to that mark. But regardless, like just from an efficiency standpoint and the capability to hit a home run at what feels like will, like I don't know if we've ever seen anybody, do it at this level for this long without the addition of performance-enhancing drugs, to our knowledge, anyways.
Yeah, to our knowledge. If he ever came out, Aaron Judge was on PEDs, I think we just be hating life. I mean, at that point, it's like, wow, like that sucks.
Yes,
we have to take this away again too. But no, I mean, yeah, Aaron Judge is one of the greatest, and he's the best years he's ever had. He's aged 30, 31, and 32 the last 3 seasons. So I'm curious to see if he can keep it up and do it. It'd be awesome to see him go on a run like that and actually do it. He's got to stay healthy because even last year, 106 games he played, and that really stunted his performance. So he's got to stay healthy on the field.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, again, you look back at some of those other guys too, like the Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire's and stuff. When they got into their late 30s, and again, there was some other factors that were going on there, but when they got into their late 30s, they were still absolutely destroying the baseball. So hopefully Aaron Judge can keep it up. It is going to be very difficult, but shout out to him regardless because he is going insane mode.
He is. I wanted to throw out one more thing. I actually talked about this on our social media too the other day. Speaking of the New York Yankees, Jazz injured. That injury is huge. I didn't realize how good he's been doing.
Yes.
He had an OPS over 1,000.
Oh, I know.
And a batting average over 300. And him getting injured, they're still waiting to see if it's going to be a surgery or not, or is it going to be a long-term IL stint. But if he goes down, damn. Like that momentum, I feel like he was a huge part of that momentum to bring them back on top of the AL East because they're what? Yeah, they're 6-4 in their last 10. The Orioles took a bit of a slip and they took advantage and now we're on top of half a game. But they need anything they can get to stay on top of the AL East.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, like that is obviously a major blow because that was the big trade acquisition.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know that we were talking too about the New York Yankees needing to go out and get a bunch more pieces. Now, I will say Juan Soto is kind of making up for that right now because just as Aaron Judge is going insane mode, Juan Soto is also losing his mind right now.
He had 3 home runs the other day.
Yes.
And then actually on the 30th home run by Aaron Judge, I thought was stupid. Also, fun fact, setting the scene right here.
Yeah.
The new manager of the Chicago White Sox intentionally walked Juan Soto to make it 1st and 2nd and 1 out to bring up Aaron Judge.
Yeah, see, that I don't agree with.
That's just dumb.
That I don't agree with.
I get Juan Soto is the 2nd best player in terms of OPS right now in baseball, but you're going to walk him to bring up the best player at OPS, and then guess what? It hits his homer, and then you suck.
No, I don't.
Debut by the interim manager.
Yeah, I do not agree with that at all. Now, if you've probably heard me before, everybody talking about how Aaron Judge, in my opinion, needs to continuously get intentionally walked. If, of course, there is an open spot on first base or Juan Soto was already out or anything like that. But if you got a runner at first and you got a runner at second and an open base at first with Juan Soto, like you don't have the luxury anymore, right? It's like you got to deal with these guys at this point, or at least deal with Juan Soto and then intentionally walk Aaron Judge. You can't do the first one first.
That's the
because
problem.
again, I understand that Juan Soto is going insane mode right now. He's got a 1.053 OPS right now. It's actually really sad because in any other year, he is undoubtedly the MVP.
Right.
He's not even going to get a second look right now just because of how incredible Aaron Judge is. But they are obviously both complimenting each other so well, and that just goes to show that the White Sox are down horrendously.
Yeah, that's just terrible, bro. I don't know. He's trying to out big brain the other team. It's like, you got Aaron Judge. He's the best player on the planet right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no out-braining somebody who's got almost a 1.2 OPS. Like that, it just isn't how it works, man. White Sox, figure it the hell out.